Here she is. I've been hiding. I was on Enlightened World yesterday, so I haven't been completely hiding. I've just been a little bit hiding. Lots of stuff coming through. I feel like it's been a really rough week for a lot of us energetically that'll be checking in on this. So I'm really just going to step in for a little bit, send through a little bit of healing to anyone that wants to receive, and be present. I feel like it's very important. One thing that's been coming through to me, I see some people. I know I see Charlie's little flame. Is the need to create community has been very, very important. And everything I've been teaching some classes. Hi, Charlie. I've been teaching some classes and I've been trying to reach out. And I feel as if one thing that we are really going through right now, that we've always been through, we all know that we've been little aliens on the planet pretty much since birth. We've always felt different, always felt like we were outsiders looking in. And so we're getting more that way. The more that we allow ourselves to expand and grow, the more that we allow our truth, our higher self, our higher consciousness. Hi, Stacy Lynn Gary, how are you? The more that we expand right now, we're really growing. Our abilities are coming in twofold, much more quickly than ever before. We're really feeling very much like aliens on this planet. I really believe that there's a lot of that. But here's the thing, is what I've been getting more and more is the importance to creating a community. I dream about it at night. I see myself physically creating a community where there is like-minded, this place where we can gather, where we don't feel like we're total oddballs. How nice is it when you get to be around someone who understands you to a greater level, to a deeper level, gets that you are just being you, that the truth is that we're all trying to come to this place of accepting one another for what we are, for who you are, for whatever that may be. And instead of falling straight to judgment, it is just, okay, well, that's where you are, and you see it differently than me sometimes, and that's okay too. And I can see God in all things. This is something that I'm really getting a big lesson on. And it can be whatever your idea of God is. Not everyone that comes here even believes in God. I definitely believe in the creator energy. I believe that we are all a part of that energy, and that as we expand and we go through this huge growth spurt right now, we're realizing our own divinity. So if you can't believe in anything else, please, please let me tell you that you are a divine being. Hear me when I say that. You are a divine being. You are every bit as worthy as anyone else to receive, to come into life in a different way, to come at it from, I just got a good talking to. I was in the shower and I feel like my divine self came in and said, all right, we're done with this. Because I had spent the morning feeling kind of small. I sometimes this very egoic child part of me can come out to play and want to feel out of sorts. I'm like standing there with my little arms across my chest. As a child, I was a little red-headed, little stubborn being, and I didn't always, even when people wanted to do things for me, I often felt like I should do it for myself. I learned this part of me. They can turn away from everyone sometimes. They can run and hide, and I often call it my blanket fort. I hide myself away. I want to do everything myself. I want to be completely on my own. Well, sorry, my connection is wacky. The problem with my being that way is that I'm not only am I turning away others, the community that we're trying to gather, I'm also not fully accessing all of me. I fall into my small self. I'm not listening to that higher part of me, the higher perspective that gets up above the humanity and all of the chaos and the worries of everyday life. I'm in that very small part of me. And so that's really why I'm here today, I believe, is just to remind you of who you are. That even though you've got that very small physical being, and I know you've got a lot of worries and you've got a lot of concerns and you've got people that are pulling at you all the time, and the world is crazy, and if you look at the news, you can fall into utter terror. You have a side to you that is divine, that rises above, that is there all the time, that is trying so hard to come into alignment, that is trying to pull that little self in and say, come on, we can do this. So today when I was in the shower, I got a good talking to. My divine self came in and said, what are you doing? Like when I get quiet, when I step out and I'm like, okay, this isn't serving me. I'm going to step out of my smallness for a few minutes. And it's usually around water for me. I don't know about you guys, but we usually have a place where we feel more in tune to our divinity, to God, to the universe, to creation, whatever it is you would like to call that higher energy that we're all a part of. In those moments of stillness, when we get quiet, we remember we are reminded of our own divinity. So I'm here today to remind you, to give you that, hi Carol, to give you that reminder today that you are a divine being, that when things seem really, really hard and difficult and painful, I mean, we know that things can seem very painful sometimes, that in that pain, that beautiful divinity is still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just quiet. It's just waiting for you to pull away from all of that lower vibrational energy and remember that it's right there, that is you, that you have that divinity, that it never goes away. It is a part of who you are. You are powerful. And to begin, let me see if I can say it the way it was given to me in the shower, is that we are all always creating. We have this way of denying ourselves and saying, no, that's God. We love to give away, either the good or the bad. We're like, oh, it's either Satan or the devil or it's God. That's what we've been taught, that we're separate from, and that we can either give credit to or blame things on different powers that are out there. And the truth is that it's all here within me. I am capable of creating my own version of heaven. If I choose to create from my higher vibration, I am creating what I long for, and nothing is held back from me. That's what God yelled at me this morning. He's like, all right, look at yourself. You've got these great kids, and you can't stand to deny them. You spoil them rotten. You want to give them everything. You don't want them to have to work hard. You don't want them to have to go without. You never want them to be hungry. You love those children like their needs are your needs always. Why do you think that me, as your loving father type energy, which is what we think of with God and how I experience him often, why would you think I want anything less for you? Why would you think that I want you to work so hard? Why would you think that I want you to go hungry? Why would you think that I want you to go without? Why would you think that there is anything in me that would make me want you to suffer in any way? And I just stood there and I went, yeah, you're right. I was just sitting here thinking about how I love to give to my children, how I hate for them to have to give back to me, how I and then I got this big voice come in and say, why do you think I'm any different? Why do you think, where do you get that from? That super big, huge heart of yours is a piece of me. We are all, at the core of who we are just absolute mush-making love machines. We just love. All of us big, beautiful, empathic hearts. All we do is love one another. Where does that come from? We're a chip off the old block. This is what the divine being, whatever you would like to call that energy, is made of, that absolute, pure, perfect love. And all that comes from that place, when we rise up into that energy of love, is giving, loving, beingness of who we really are. We are beings of love. And so, hi, Conchetta. So that's my big reminder today, that I've been sitting here in denial of my own self. Sitting here in that place of, I got to give to everybody else, but I can't let anyone give to me. I can't receive. I hold back that river all the time, as if I don't deserve. That voice of so many in my past who made me believe that I didn't deserve still echoes through my beingness, through that small self. And it holds me in this pattern where I'm just stuck in that place of, I can't do any better. I don't deserve any better. I can't, they are more deserving than I am. They get, whatever. That is not true. It's absolutely not true. So I don't know who else needs to hear this today. Triple A, accept, align, allow. Yeah, those are good. Excellent words. Accept, align, allow. And I pulled 3 cards a little while ago. Charlie, I pulled 3 cards for myself earlier. And it was a past, present, future. And they were almost exactly those words that you just said. The first one was hunger. And it showed a wolf howling at the moon. The first one was hunger. The next one was acceptance. And the third one was change. And it's almost exactly, even though they're different words, they mean the same thing. Your past, in my past, as a child, as a single mother of 6, for so many years I spent time in hunger. I would be hungry so they could eat. I always sacrificed for these children. And I am not that person anymore. I have accepted. I have moved forward. I am powerful. I have come into this place of power. And as I begin to accept that I am a brand new being, that I have turned that chapter over and I'm no longer that. And that is the hardest thing, I think, for us, isn't it? We want to keep falling backwards into that old energy. That old energy is not who I am anymore, nor is it who you are. Yesterday is gone. Today is a brand new day. In this moment, as you take a big breath, you're brand new. And so as we accept that newness and we align to who we really are, we move forward into an exciting, beautiful, abundant existence that even when things happen on planet Earth, we know how to rise above, right? Yes, we're still here, we're physically here, we see sad things around us all the time, we will still experience losses, we will still have struggles, but do we have to align ourselves with the struggles anymore? See, that's the difference. If you are that small being and those things are happening to you and not for you, then you live in a world of never having enough. And when you realize that those things that are happening for you, they're your greatest teachers, then you begin to lift your vibration higher. And as you do, you come out of the fear and into love. And as you move into love, those things, they're happening around us, but we're not just that helpless victim anymore. We become the observer. Yes, we're still going to cry. I fully believe that God cries. I fully believe that the energy, the angels, they look down sometimes on the suffering and they cry. I believe they do it often. I feel it when I start to channel energy. I start to cry often because I know that, as I was yelled at this morning, they want us to have all good things. They want us to find joy, to find peace, to be just happy and to play. and all of those dreams, all of those beautiful ideas that you've got running through your head, that you're like, wow, if I could just create this village, this community for these loved ones to come to so they have a place to rest and feel like they're fully able to just lay down that big old heavy cloak and be who they are. They want us to have that. That the angels, your guides, your team, they don't plant those ideas in your heart just so that you can sit there and say, well, I wish I could have that, and wouldn't it be beautiful if we could create a community? They're like, no, you came here to do this. That's why that idea is in you. That's your plan. We're here to help you. Just allow us to help you. Take those arms down that are across your chest like this. A little toddler, take them down. Be still. Trust. Have faith. Know that you can move mountains. Know that you are a powerful being. Yes, you're stuck in that body and it makes you feel kind of slow and sluggish, doesn't it? Headaches and dizziness and all kinds of stuff, but we are transforming. That's it. We are not the same today that we were yesterday, and tomorrow will be even more powerful if we continue to move into that energy of love. And that is really it. It's that easy. It's so easy that we can't see it. It's seeing love in all things and all beings around us. When we have negative energy in our lives in any way, whether we're driving through downtown Gatlinburg and somebody steps out in front of us and we get angry at them and call them names. Sorry, I do it sometimes. Or we look upon other people with judgment, or we look at our circumstances with judgment, or we, if our focus is always on the lower vibrational stuff, then we are creating from that place. That's what he yelled at me this morning. Literally, I think it was Steve, yelled at me this morning. You cannot create the life that you long for by continuing to pull it from a lower vibration. Yes, you're still stuck on planet Earth. Yes, it's very dense and it's difficult. Don't create from that space. Pull yourself up out, create when you're up here. You are a masterful creator, and you are creating from whatever energy you are surrounding yourself with. So important to pay attention in every single moment to pull that love in. Someone steps out in front of you. God is, God is, God is. Don't curse him. Just know that God is there too. God is in the storms, and God is in the pain, and God is in the suffering, and God is in that sore knee, and God is in that headache, and God is in all of it. You bring God in by seeing God there. Does that make sense? You have to take an active role. You are the one that sees the energy of love in everything when you allow yourself to. Or you see the energy of hate and pain and suffering. You get to choose, and there's no judgment for you either. But when you truly want to be everything that you're made of, the truth of who you are, your truth does not see the lower vibrational stuff. You are God energy. So it is only your ego that chooses to see the pain and suffering constantly and see in judgment, judges it. See, God still sees the pain and suffering, but doesn't see it in a negative way. Your God self doesn't see it as bad. Your God self just sees it as experience. I know that's hard to understand, but we come here to experience, and we learn through fear and suffering if we choose to. So we can learn through love if we decide we want to move above the pain and suffering and the fear. Does that make sense? So it's in every breath that we take and every moment that we live that we have to make that conscious decision to train ourselves to move back into love. And if we can do that, that's how we transform our lives. That's how you become the alchemist. Your life goes with the energy that you create always. It's not about saying, well, I want this, so I'm going to just visualize it and I'm going to expect it to happen. It doesn't work that way, does it? It just doesn't work. I haven't seen that Tesla show up in my driveway yet. That's what people say. And so they lose hope. All of that energy that you're hoping, all of that beautiful life that you're hoping to achieve comes out of the energy that you create. And it has to come from a higher frequency. Because otherwise you are always creating. You are a masterful manifester. You've been creating every moment that you've been on the planet. You're just often creating from a lower vibration. Most of the time. Most of humanity does. So it's a personal choice. We each have to make that decision in every moment. And I'm trying to teach myself. And I still have those moments. Trust me. Right there with you. I'm here to remind me today to change my filter. The pirate, remember? You change it from fear to love. We've done that before. I've talked about that before. Change that pirate, that little, they're not really, typically pirates weren't missing an eye. They didn't have anything wrong with their eye. We've talked about that. When they were above deck, they had to be able to see in the bright light. And then they had to run down below deck to do their ammunition, whatever they were doing. And so they would flip it over so that they could see in the dark. this eye had the patch on it or whatever, so they would move it over so that this eye was adjusted to the dark and this eye was always adjusted to the light, whichever way. We have love and we have fear. And we can choose which one we want to look through at any time. So if you start to see it through the eyes of fear, you switch that over and you go, whoa, wait, stop. Got to go back to love again. And as you do that, your life will transform. Your physical beingness will always follow your energetic being. Your God self is all pure energy, but it's powerful energy. Make sense? That's all I got. So if anybody would like, I think it makes perfect sense but I keep saying the same thing 16 different ways, and I hope that it's making sense to you. Let me help you today. Let's go into a nice, quiet, healing meditation together. And let's just be still together for just a few minutes. Where there is 2 or 3 gathered together, the energy is so powerful. We affect one another's energy in the most beautiful way. So we're all going to focus on love. You're going to move your pirate patch over. You're covering up the fear side of you. You're going to tell that little ego, here's a blankie. Here's your little stuffed bear. I want you to go lay down and take a rest for a few minutes. Treat your ego like the child that it is. It really is. We're all just little children stumbling around the planet with scraped knees. That's the truth. Little ego is ready for a break, and ego wants to feel loved always. So little ego, we're going to pat little ego on the head. We're going to tuck ego in. We're going to say, I love you, ego. Kiss him on the forehead. Give your little ego a nice kiss on the forehead and say, it's okay for you to rest for a few minutes. And then we're going to call in. We're going to call in our powerful higher selves. Whatever you'd like to call that part of you, the truth of you, your soul, the part that has always existed. Call that energy in. Take a big breath. There you are. There you are. All of us together now. I feel your energy. I feel this ring of people. We're all just holding hands in a big circle. I see it where there is a huge cauldron right in the center. It's burning. It's got a blue flame. It doesn't get hot. It's just blue, and it's beautiful. Hi, Lauren. And so as we stand there in our light bodies, as your higher self, we are gathered together around this blue flame that's in the center. And for today, they're asking you what you'd like to shake off. What would you like to get rid of? For me, I'm ready to let go of my fears. I like to step off the plank. I've done it a lot in my lifetime. I still have the fear. When I'm going to do something new, I still feel afraid. I'm standing there like, oh, I'm going to step. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'll tell you, I always do. If I get myself up on that plank, I'm going to take that step, and I hope you'll walk off with me. So see us now. Let's take a little side trip. Let's be on that pirate ship for a moment. And we are over the top of these beautiful waters, but we can't see what's down under the water. It's very deep and it's dark. And we have the plank, and nobody's forcing us. We choose to jump in that water. It's kind of, the sun is beating down on us, and it's a hot day. And wouldn't it feel good? And down in that water is an adventure. We can feel it in our bones, something brand new, something we've never done before. So feel your energy now. Feel that wood under your feet. Listen to the sound of the creaking ship as the gentle waves lap onto the side of it. And just breathe. And I want you to spend a moment with your higher self. See if your higher self will tell you something that you're ready to let go of. What is it that you're still clinging to? I got mine. Would you believe this big bucket of love has a fear of love? It's time to let go of that fear. Whatever it is that you're afraid to let go of, I promise you, you'll only lose the negative aspects. You're never going to lose love. You're never going to lose anything beautiful. You're just letting go of those things that are weighing you down. So as you step onto that plank, you have these, depending on how many things that you want to let go of today, you may have one heavy weight around your shoulder. You may have 10. You may have more. You may have less. Whatever number you have is okay. And as you step out onto that plank, and as you're ready to release, I want you to take them off of you and drop them into the water first. So take a moment and visualize yourself standing there. The wood is kind of dry and warm under the sun. It's on your bare feet. And you feel kind of heavy and burdened at first. How good does it feel when you let go of one of those? You can hear it splash. I'm already hearing it splash into the water. And as it does, it splashes so hard it's coming up to meet us. How many splashes are you going to make today? Breathe. Every time you let go, every time you drop one of those heavy weights, take a big breath. And feel how it's easier to breathe, isn't it? Feels good to let that go. Just let yourself feel the relief. Oh, it's gone. I don't have to take it back. It's gone. And if you look down, you can see those things that we're letting go. They're either sinking to the bottom or they're floating away. They're nowhere near us anymore. When you let go of all of it and you feel light as a feather, you may step to the end of your plank and you may take a nosedive, a belly flop, foot first, whatever way you want to go, and just go take a big old jump into that water. There it is. Feel that energy begin to move through you. You have a beautiful team around you. Your angels and your guides, they're pretending that they're crew on your ship. They're taking care of you. They're watching out for you. They've thrown you a little floaty so you can float around out there. Big old inner tube, lay on your back and just float. They got your back always. You are safe. You can close your eyes and float on the water, light as a feather. Maybe you see some dolphins jumping and some mermaids. Any kind of magical creature that you'd like to see, or maybe a whale. There's nothing here that can hurt you. So just float for a minute. And as you float, we are setting our intention. And if you agree with this, you just say yes to the angels and guides that are here right now. Setting our intention on receiving any sort of healing, assistance in ascension symptoms today. Clearing away imprints of guilt, shame, blame. Clearing away any effects from any disease or vaccine that we may have had recently. Any negative effects on the body of anything that we have consumed or anything that we have been exposed to. Perfect. Somebody just had a big release of energy. Allowing for your chakras to clear. If you want that, just say yes. Let them clear those up. They're just getting into a good spinning formation so that they're throwing off any old blocks of energy. Let your energy flow perfectly. So as you're floating there and you're relaxing your body, the more relaxed you are, you can lay your arms out into the water and just swish them around. It feels so good and cool on your body. Just let yourself float around. And the more relaxed you are, the more energy is being released. All that negativity, it's gone. You've been carrying a lot of stuff that doesn't belong to you. I know you, all of you beautiful empaths. It's time to let it go. It's not yours to carry. Cutting all cords, attachments, anything that you are carrying around, sending love to those that we are disconnecting from energetically. So if you have cords or attachments to anyone, yes, even your children, you got to let them go. Let your children be in their own energy. They are powerful beings. They're okay. Sending love to the children, sending love to our parents, to our family members, to our spouses or our significant others. Sending love to those that need love today. And you can focus your energy on them if you'd like. And continue to breathe up and down your spine. Legs are all tingly. There's a lot of healing going on, coming up into the root chakra. And just pull that energy on up like a big old vortex. Pulling it right on up through every one of your chakras. Down into your hands, allowing for that healing energy in your hands. Beautiful. You are so well attended to. Imagine that. You have guides, angels, they're attending to you in every way possible. I even see Charlie getting a drink with a little umbrella in it. Charlie, you're always being catered to. Got a beautiful drink in your hand, you're laying back, you're relaxing. Mermaids fanning you with a big palm frond, keeping you cool. I see dragons, little mini dragons like dragonflies flying around this. Hi, Isabel. Come join us. Hi, Lisa. Come join us. We're just floating around in the sea, releasing negative energy, allowing our energy to clear, allowing healing. The energy is flowing beautifully, so if you'd like to jump in on that, just ask for it. It's okay. Your team is right there to pull you right up to speed. Just floating around, relaxing. Big breath. Nice. Well done. So much clearing. Everything is so much lighter. There's a nice release. Well done. Just waiting for this energy to complete. There's still a lot of healing going. Hi, Shauna. Letting the healing flow through your body. Accepting. Yes, I'm ready to heal. Yes, I'm ready to let go of the negativity. Yes, I'm ready to move forward today like a brand new baby, all clean and ready to start a new day. Very nice. Okay, lots of energy in the throat right now. If you're feeling that, you might want to yawn, stretch your neck up. There is just healing, a very calming energy in the throat right now. It's like I've been crying like a baby, and now I've got this energy coming to my throat that's healing and calming me down and helping my little ego to feel safe. Big breath. Let that energy flow, bringing it up into your third eye, into your brow, into your brain, into your nervous system, into your lymphatic system. Let's get you a strong, healthy heart, lungs, circulation, digestive system. Wherever you need healing, it is going to right now. So you can focus your energy. Just ask, I need some healing on my belly today. I need some healing on my right foot, on my left pinky, wherever it might be that you're feeling that need for healing. Very good. Very good. So the crown is now opening up. We're allowing for this beautiful energy to come down from source. This is your powerhouse right now. This is where the beautiful energy fills you up from all of creation. Let you feel what it's like to just be who you are, to be without qualifications, just to be for a moment. You feel that energy? It's absolute love, nothing else. That is you. That is the truth of who you are. You are love. Feel that expand. Your heart is filling up. I keep saw this last night in a meditation. I see like that Care Bear with the heart, and these hearts just come shooting out in the middle of it. That's you. You are sending out love energy right now. So let's send it out to the planet. We have an abundance. We have been filled up so huge that we've got it overflowing now. What is the term in the Bible? Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. That is you right now. So let it go to wherever it needs to go. We're sending healing to Mother Gaia, to the earth, to the stars, to the sun, to the moon, to the beings of planet Earth, to the animals and the plants and the rocks. Wherever it needs to go, send it through. All the way around. There are no borders here. We are all one. Beautiful. Almost takes my breath away. Well done. Keep holding. Nice. Take a big breath and relax. Now they're pulling us back up on that pirate ship, wrapping us up in big old towels. They're cushy. They feel so good. Hi, Tammy. I hope you can catch up to us in a little bit. I'll post it so you can go through the whole thing. So feel that energy of that warm towel. It's very thick. It's as big as a blanket. And they're wrapping it around you now. Bringing you back on board. Find yourself a hammock if you're ready for a nap. Feel your energy now. Feel your body. How does it feel? The negativity has shifted away. All that stuff has fallen away. It's not there. This is your goal. To bring yourself back to this place as often as you can. This is where you manifest from. This is where you create from. Is this very centered, grounded place of love. Don't try to create from anywhere else. This is where you want it to be. Perfect. Such peace. Wow, that is so beautiful. Imagine us all doing this at the same time, all the way around the earth, every being coming to this centered place and just sending out love to one another. We would absolutely change everything. And now imagine that you are a very powerful part of that creation. And there may not be many of us doing it, but we have made a big impact. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys so much. The energy is still so strong too. It's wow. Please gather it up and take it with you. Gather up the energy of love. Wrap it around you like that big old towel. Don't leave this meditation without taking as much love as you can possibly hold on to. Love, hope, and peace, all of it comes with you wherever you go. I want you to begin to feel your feet again. And feel that energy moving up your legs. You are so welcome, Charlie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feeling your energy again. If you're ready for a nap, you can stay where you are in that hammock on the ship. And if you're ready to go out and drive your car, please make sure you come fully back into physical. Asking Archangel Michael to protect each one of you, wrap each one of you in a beautiful bubble of protection, holding you in that higher vibration, allowing you to feel the truth of who you are. You are amazing. You are an amazing creator. Get out there and create with this love. I love you guys so much. I will see you again soon. Take really good care of yourselves. Be safe. Bye.